name is Kendra Smith, and this is my persuasive speech. The male sex hormone testosterone has synthetic variants that are commonly known as anabolic steroids. Along with testosterone, anabolic steroids also contain dihydrotestosterone and other compounds like these sex hormones. According to Linda Richards in her article Steroids, published in the 2003 issue of Yale Virtual Library, testosterone helps in aiding growth of skeletal muscles and helps to develop the male sexual characteristics that happen during pregnancy. These steroids were developed in the 1930s to treat a medical condition in which the male species could not produce the required testosterone for normal growth, nor produce the testosterone for sexual functions of the body called hypogonadism. They were also produced in order to aid in rebuilding body tissue that had been lost because of medical conditions. They were later given to the soldiers at war to increase their stamina and power to help them in combat. After World War II, anabolic steroids were given to concentration camp survivors so they could gain back their muscles and weight that had been lost due to malnutrition. In 1976, these drugs were banned except for medical use. This synthetic variant is now illegally used by athletes and bodybuilders to improve their performance and results. According to Karen Jacob in her article, Historical Background of Anabolic Steroids, published in the April 2000 issue of article-based, bodybuilders use anabolic steroids to give them more strength, increase their stamina, and to develop their muscle mass. Even though these results sound positive, anabolic steroids are very harmful for one to use. Steroids are easily abused, cause multiple negative side effects, and are illegal. This being said, I'm going to explain my first point that anabolic steroids are easily abused. These steroids have a high potential for abuse and are therefore classified as Schedule III controlled substances. Abuse of this drug can happen when a person becomes both physically and psychologically dependent on the drug. If a user continues use of the drug after experiencing adverse effects, they are said to be addicted to the drug. One is said to be an abuser or addicted if he or she spends large amounts of time and money obtaining the drug. Withdrawal symptoms can be experienced if an abuser stops taking the drugs. According to Lee Anderson in his article Anabolic Steroids, Abuse, Side Effects, and Safety, published in August 2013 online, these symptoms can include mood swings, fatigue, loss of appetite, insomnia, and reduced sex drive. Depression is said to be the most dangerous withdrawal side effect from quitting these drugs because it can lead to suicide. Now that you understand how steroids are abusive, let's explore the side effects of anabolic steroids. But first, I'm going to hand out my handout on anabolic steroids' major side effects. Please take one and pass it. These steroids can cause numerous different side effects and health problems. Some of these effects and health problems can be cured, but some cannot. According to the article Drug Facts, anabolic steroids published in July 2012 by the National Institute on Drug Abuse, some of the most dangerous consequences that have been linked to steroid abuse include kidney failure, damage to the liver, and cardiovascular problems. Blood clots can also develop because of anabolic steroids. Side effects from the use of anabolic steroids can be anywhere from mild to extreme. All genders, psych, and behavior are strongly affected when the use of steroids takes place. Aggressive acts and outrageous behavior usually takes place, mostly known as roid rages, due to anabolic steroids. Men often experience shrinkage of the testicles, reduced sperm count, and the development of breasts. They can also experience an increase in sexual drive, balding of the hair, and an increase of body hair. For women, side effects of anabolic steroids use may consist of growth of facial hair, male pattern baldness, enlargement of the clitoris, and a deepened voice. Also, injecting these steroids could have the effect of contracting HIV, AIDS, or hepatitis, which are lifelong diseases. Along with contracting these diseases, bacterial infections can happen at the injection site or form inside the body. In addition, having many side effects, anabolic steroids are also illegal unless prescribed by a doctor. Using or illegally purchasing anabolic steroids is a risky situation. These steroids are mainly coming into the United States through mail from outsiders. They are also being illegally sold in gyms and at sporting events and competitions. People are also obtaining these drugs from illegal internet sites. The possession of anabolic steroids is a federal offense. This federal offense can cause a person to be put in prison for up to 1 year and or cause that person to have to pay a minimum fine of $1,000. Selling anabolic steroids is considered a federal felony. Committing this felony can cause a person to be put in prison for up to 5 years and or cause that person to have to pay a fine of $250,000. In short, anabolic steroids are easily abused, cause multiple negative side effects, and are illegal. They were developed in order to be used in a way to help people, not to harm them. Today, people are using anabolic steroids illegally and harming not only themselves but also the people around them. People such as bodybuilders and athletes are using anabolic steroids illegally, thinking they are helping themselves look and feel better, but in reality, they are causing much harm to themselves and their bodies. Even though these steroids do have a positive in rare circumstances, they are very harmful and illegal when used without being prescribed by the doctor.